You know that I'm deaf, right? Yes, I grew up deaf, as did my brother. But when we were growing up, there was so many problems that we had with each other and so many miscommunications. This was because signing was against the house rules. And again, my brother and I were deaf, and when we would try to speak to each other and lip read, there would be so many misunderstandings, and we would always be fighting and talking bad about each other. And this went on for many years until I went to Gallaudet University and started to learn sign language. I began with the alphabet, and it was really tiring on my wrist, but I kept going, and my brother went to another deaf school where he learned sign, and I started to pick up sign language at Gallaudet inside and outside of the classroom. And when I went back home for Thanksgiving weekend, I came face to face with my brother, and we looked at each other, and I opened my mouth to start speaking, but I couldn't get any sounds out or make it work right because I'd been signing the whole time. So we started signing a little with each other really quietly so that we would be able to understand each other. And we went in one room where we could just talk and no one would see us. But my dad came into that room and he saw us talking back and forth in sign language. My father looked at me and he looked at my brother, and we just kept signing, not knowing he was there until we noticed. Then he just turned and he left, and we thought that was the end of it. And it was really quiet. Well, my brother and I went back to our schools and came back at Christmas, and I went to greet my father and was starting to speak to him, but instead of talking back, he signed hi, and I was in awe. I was wondering what changed his mind. After all this time, when he was so against sign language, why is he supporting us now? Well, he told me, I admit that I made a mistake. At Thanksgiving, I saw you and your brother sitting in that room talking, and you didn't know that I came in. Do you remember that? Well, I saw you and your brother, and that was the first time I'd ever seen the two of you communicating. There had always been so many misunderstandings and fighting, and you are now behaving like civilized people. And so I decided that I had better learn to sign, and I'm sorry for what I'd done before.